Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, Web Tutorials, Thoughts of the Side, and I hope you guys enjoyed the 74th Independence Day by staying at home. And I guess you surely would have listened to the speech of the Honorable Prime Minister. So, yeah, let's get back to work and start with today's topic. Today's topic is, guys, about how to design CSS list items and make it look attractive and more catchy for the users that come onto your website. So, yeah, guys, let me just show you what I have designed for today's tutorial. Here it is. Guys, as you can see, the background color of the body is set to be a lighter version of the black color, and the color of this CSS list item is set to be the actual black color. I have set the font color to be white so that it's visible clearly, and the main uh, the main theme behind this CSS list item to look more attractive is that when you hover over this set of list, the background color of it changes with little bit of animation in it. So guys, let us just see how it goes. So when you hover over any of the list items, the color of the background changes, as you can see, and it is a bit of an animation of about 0.2 to 4 seconds, and that makes it look more attractive as it takes time to change the color of the background. Second thing about the list items is that every item has its own background color. As you can see, the about section, it gives us this beautiful pink color, and moving towards the portfolio section, it gives us this pretty green color, as you can see, and the FAQs gives us the orange color, and of course this contact us section has this purple background when hovered. So yeah guys, this is it, what we are going to learn today about how to design such list items and how to style it with different colors for each items. So let's move on to coding, guys, and here let's just minimize this and open the text editor. Here we have created a template, an HTML template. We have linked it with the CSS file, and all you have to do here is create a div. Let's call it main, and create an unordered list and put your items, that is home. Let's just copy it and paste yeah. So what items we have is, we have about section, we have the portfolio section, and then we have the FAQs section, and at last we have the contact us section. So let's just see how it looks in the browser right now, and as you can see, it's looking really ugly. It's just the list items that we are seeing right now, and without designing it. So let's get on with designing the entire CSS list item. So guys, as you can see, we have eased our work a little bit here, and we have wrote down the color codes in the comment area. So it's a proper benefit, and also doesn't affect the CSS file. You also can try it on your own. Guys, we have also added the Roboto font via the Google font feature in the CSS file, and then we have set the universal tag of margin to be 0, parent to be 0, and box sizing to be border box. So let's get started with the main designing part. So first of all, we need to design the body part, that is the body part, and the background color we need is background color we need is the lighter version of black, that is 1E 1E 1E, and we want the color of the fonts to be white. We want the font family to be Roberto with sans serif, and we want the font weight to be 400. I guess that's enough. So yeah, moving on to designing the div, that is the .main, and in that we want the width to be of 100 viewing width, and we want the height to be 100 viewing height. We want to make it capture the entire screen, and we want to display it flex so that it looks nice, it has space around it, and we want to bring it into the center of the web page. So for that we'll have to align items to the center, and we'll have to justify the content to the center of the web page. Now guys, we'll have to design the UL, that is the unordered list. Let's just give it the width of 200 pixel, and let's just remove the list style, the dots before the list items. So for that, list style is set to be none. So there are no list styles now, and after that we need to design the ULLI portion, that is the unordered list, and in the unordered list we need to design the list items. So for that we need to give it a font weight of 1.2 rem. So you guys would be confused that what is rem. So guys, rem is basically the root elements font size, and here font weight, that is we have given it 1.2 rem. Guys, I have told you already in the previous video that the default font size of CSS file is set to be 16 pixel, that is 16 pixel, right? So giving 1.2 rem, that means that 16 pixel into 1.2, that gives us around 19 pixel of font weight. So this is what rem does, is that it multiplies with the actual font size that is in the root element. So moving on to the next editing, that is the padding. We need to give padding of 20 pixel to the top and bottom, and 30 pixel to the right and left side, and let's just give it a margin of 10 pixel of top and bottom, and we don't need any margin for the left and right because there are not any elements available. So let's move on and give it a background color. Background should be somewhat RGB 23, 23 and 23. So let's just give it that 23, 23 and 23. So let's go back and see how our page has turned out to be. This looks slightly nice, but not until we are fully done. So guys, next thing we need to set is the Z index. Z index is the stack order of an element. An element with greater stack order remains in the front. So if we put the Z index value to be negative, the element that is on its place will be shown in the front, and the element that we are designing right now will go at the back of the previous element. So we want the Z index to be it to be visible for the users, so we want it to be set to be 100. Okay, it's just a value. You can put whatever value you want, but it should be more than the value you wanted for the before content. Okay, so let's just give it the position to be relative, so that it stays in its place. And we want the cursor to turn to pointer when we hover over it. So for that we set the cursor to be pointer, and we want now the best part of the CSS list item is that the animation. So for that we need to give it the transition to be all, and the duration for the transition needs to be 6 seconds, 0.6 seconds. You can set it in the way you want. You can set it for 6 pure seconds, you can set it to be 6 hours, 6 minutes, it's all up to you. And we want to give it a border radius of 30 pixel. So let's just check it once how it has turned out to be. And yeah, we want this listing, the title of these lists to be in the center of the background. So for that we need to use the text line property, that is center. Okay, so now if you see, yeah, it's pretty much cool looking. Now guys, let us design the coloring part. For that we will use the pseudo element, as we want the colors to stay exactly behind the list. For that guys, we will use the before pseudo element, and we don't want any content from it, so we will set the content to be just to be just empty. Okay, and we want its position to be absolute, to stay exactly behind the list. So making it more accurate, we need to set top to be 0 and left to be also 0. We will set its width also to 0 because we don't want to see anything from it, and we need the height of it to be 100% because we need to overtake it completely. Okay, so the next thing we want from it is that the border radius. We want that it looks exactly the same, so the border radius should be 30 pixel. Okay, and the next thing is the Z index. We want it to be at the back of the list item, so for that we will set it to be negative. Let's just put it to be -1, that will do. And the animation, of course, that is the transition all and for 0.6 seconds. Okay guys, now we will learn how to add different colors for all the li items. For that we will use the nth child pseudo element. Let's just add it, nth child. Since there are five list items, thus we will use 5 childs of the li. So this is the first child, nth child 1. And guys, one more thing we need to take care of here is that this styling is all done for the before section of the li. So don't forget to add the before part, before pseudo element. So we will also have to add this before pseudo element to style this. So now all you have to do is set its background to be of desired color. I have already selected some colors over here, as I told you in the beginning. So just copy it and just paste it over here and save it. Okay, So to shorten your work, just copy this entire section and paste it for 4 more times. Okay, and change the name of the childs to the next coming numbers, that is 4 and the last one is 5. Okay, so yeah, and now just change the colors. So the second color is EC7063. Okay, come over here, and it is EC7063. okay, now the third color is 28B463, so change it to 28B463. Taking on the fourth child, the fourth color is DC7633, so let's just change it to DC7633. And lastly, the fifth child, that is BE44AD, that is BE44AD. So the coloring part is done, and the last thing we need here is what happens when we hover over the screen, because let me remind you, we have already set the width to be 0, so nothing will be visible if you hover over it. And so yeah, let's just set the hovering effect, that is hover and before. Okay, so let's just set its width to be 100% because we want it to be visible fully. Okay, so let's just see how it has turned out to be, and yep, it's working perfectly fine. So guys, I guess that's it from this section. Hope to see you in the next video. Thank you.